Hey everyone, it's Kayak Cliff. Hey, welcome back to part 2 of the Swanee River adventure. In part 1, we started our journey in White Springs at Stephen Foster State Park, and we paddled 11 miles to the first night at the Woods Ferry River Camp. On day 2, part 2, we're going to pick up and paddle 18 miles to Holton Creek River Camp, where we will stay for night 2. We just launched from Woods Ferry, and we got an 18-mile day today. So starting at 8:45. So it'll be a full day, but it's action-packed and we'll find some fun. These early morning starts are so peaceful. I mean, the fog out here, low-level fog. It's just quiet. The paddle dipping into the water. Just the sound it makes, it's just peaceful. Last night, we met a great group of paddlers from South Florida at the Woods Ferry River Camp. Follow them on Facebook at South Florida Paddlers. They're a great group of people, and we really enjoyed our time with them. Okay, up in front of us, we're almost to Interstate Highway 75. But right before 75 on the map, there's something called Swift Creek. It's the first river that's going to come into the Swanee that we're going to come against. And Swift Creek looks like it's living up to its name. I see some pretty swift rapids coming in, so let's go up there and take a look at it, see what it is. Oh, dude. I knew that was gonna happen.
I knew that was going to happen. I don't want to get my camping gear all wet.
Did it come in the boat?
Oh yeah, don't do it.
A rope swing, a tree, and water. Do we do it? I wanna, but I don't know where to park. There's nowhere to park the kayak, so we're gonna try. No guarantees though.
Okay, wave. 1, 2, 3. You don't need no stinking hook. You came way out.
Oh, the centrifugal. I was trying to go up on the upswing. Okay, I'll go get it. Okay, let me get the camera ready. Okay, that rope swing was awesome. I had to do 2 attempts to get it right, but hey, seriously, if you ever do something like that out on a river, always swim out where you anticipate to land. Check to make sure that it's deep, there's no obstructions. Even if there's a rope swing there, it doesn't mean it's safe, because a big tree could have drifted in under the last storm. So you want to make sure that there's nothing there, but then climb up and have fun. Hey, what can I say? If you've watched me in the past, you know my motto, pick and paddle. Let's do our share as paddlers to clean up our waterways and leave them cleaner than when we found them. So, take a garbage bag with you, fill it up, throw it in the garbage when you get back. Hey, for the garbage and these kayak trips, I like to use trash compactor bags. They're a lot more expensive, but they're super heavy, and they'll hold your trash for the whole day without busting and getting all over your kayak. So, real good bags to use. Hey, we've seen our first alligator. He's sunning up on the bank here. He's got his mouth open. See him right up there on that point? There he is, Mr. Alligator. Stay away and give him his space. We found a cool place to stop with the South Florida Paddling Group, and it was Swanee Springs. And we took some time to check out the ruins from a resort that was very popular around the turn of the 1900s. And they had the infamous mineral springs that supposedly could cure anything. I mean, when we pulled up at this place, we could actually see a flyer from the 1930s where they heralded this place as an assured cure for kidney troubles, an infallible mineral water, in the cure of rheumatism, gout, malaria, indigestion, liver diseases. I mean, it goes on and on and on. This is a highly rich mineral spring coming out, and back in the early turn of the century, for many years, there were actually resorts up here, and there were like 7 or 8 of these spots around the Suwannee, and people would come here to soak in the mineral springs. And you can see they're clear, not as clear as the Itchitucknee where we went before. It actually has a very sulfur smell. Smells like rotten eggs, kind of. But I think that's the rich minerals they're talking about. Anyway, kind of cool, especially where that clear water hits the Swanee River. You can see the two mix.
It's as cold as that other one.
It's yellow. There's sulfur. That's what we're smelling.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if I jump in there, how exactly I get back out without algae up here.
See how yellow it is, and the fact that it smells like rotten eggs. I think that's indicative of the fact that there's sulfur in there.
Holy smoke!
You're gonna smell like rotten eggs all day now.
That's as cold as the other one, like 55 degrees.
So a little while after leaving Swanee Springs, I came around a bend and saw this old bridge abutment that for a split second made me think of those desert walkers from Star Wars. But that was not the case. Got some cool pictures though. I'm interested in how many of you have paddled the Swanee River. Leave a note in the comments. Let me know, where'd you go? How many nights did you do? Where are the places that you camped? Where are your favorite places to camp? What were your experiences, good and bad? Or if you haven't done this, what are your favorite rivers to paddle? And if you've camped on them, and because I want to do more rivers, so I'm looking for you guys. Let me know what you like, what's the best, and I'll shoot videos there. Boy, the thing with the Swanee, when a lot of people come down and look at this black water, they think, ugh, it's polluted. It's not. It's almost crystal clear. But it's the tannins in the water, and the analogy that I could make for that would be, like when you make tea at home. You're putting tea leaves in the water, and it's making it a dark tea black color, but the tea doesn't have sediment in it. It's not dirty. It's not polluted. That's what the Swanee is. It's all the leaves from the Okefenokee Swamp up in Georgia, which is where the Swanee originates, and then it turns into the Swanee River. And again, it's just a super clear water, but because of the tannins or the tea, it gives it that dark color. It's a dark, rich color. So very unique in terms of rivers. Hey, how many of y'all listen to tunes when you're out paddling? I like the sound of nature, but I also like to have some music, like when I'm riding my bike. So let me know in your comments what you use. I found this JBL speaker. It's waterproof. It's got a carabiner on it, and heck, I think it's like 40 bucks. And I can just click it to my guidelines. It works awesome. Let me know in the comments what y'all use. Well, the sun was finally getting low in the sky after this long 18-mile day, but boy was it fun. We finally arrived at Holton Creek, which was the river camp that we stayed at the second night. And again, lots of plentiful shoreline to park the kayaks. As you can see here, there's big boardwalks that get you out of the river basin and up onto the higher shoreline where they can reliably build shelters that are not impacted whenever the river floods. So we unpacked the kayaks, we went up and found our shelter. And as you can see, just like the night before, all screened in, lighted, ceiling fan, hammock hooks, but this night we decided just to lay the sleeping pads on the ground. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. You can reserve these accommodations at the 5 river camps for free by calling the number below. Hey, it's Sunday. It's the beginning of day 3, and it's 8:34 a.m., and we're pushing off from Holton Creek Camp, and we're heading to our takeout point on day 3 at Swanee River State Park. That's where we stayed the first night in the cabins. So I'm going to start paddling. We're going to head that way and enjoy another 13 miles of paddling today. Hey, I just want to take a quick moment. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like my adventure kayaking and biking videos, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell and you'll be notified of any new videos. Please check out my other sites on Facebook, my website, YouTube, and LinkedIn as well. You know, one thing I've noticed paddling this third day is after the Highway 751 bridge, there's a river that comes into it called the Alfalfa River. And before the Highway 751 bridge, there was a spring that had a lot of current that fed into the Swanee. So one thing I've noticed is the current has picked up on the Swanee a little bit, at least I think. I don't know if it's just me or if that's true, but it seems like the current's picked up. And the width of the river, it's definitely a wider river at this point, and continuing on really for the rest of the river, I'm sure it'll get wider and wider. Well, as they say, all good things must come to an end. And I'm sorry to say, my 3 days on the Swanee are coming to an end. But they won't be my last days on the Swanee. I will definitely be back here to cover more ground on this beautiful, wonderful river. So, I'm winding up at Swanee River State Park. Just passed by my last spring, which was beautiful, and pulling up at the boat launch, and we're ready to load up the kayaks and head back to Dallas. Hey, for all of you, God bless, safe paddling, and Kayak Cliff out.